All right, let's chat a little bit more about the nature of the realm. Believe it or not, gravity remains a theory. Simple. That's all it is. It is just a theory. You've got this magical force that, that draws everything to it and holds, you know, it holds and makes the tide spin and holds the water upside down on a spinning ball. Have you covered a tennis ball in water and spun it? Centrifugal force spins the water off. Okay, so this force that's holding all the water upside down is so strong to hold millions of tons of water, but birds can take off and trees grow straight at the stem and they're not all forced over bent. If I drop something, okay, or I fall to the ground, that's gravity. That's the law of density. This package, this bottle of water weighs more than the air, so it falls through the air. Have you seen the thing? They get a glass and they put water and milk and oil and syrup and all sorts of things, and you can float. The screw goes to the bottom, but the bottle top will go to the top, but the nut will only go through. It'll settle in the oil. It all comes down to density. So just keep your brain open. Just because everybody agrees on a lie doesn't make it a truth. We've touched on this if you haven't understood over the last 4 or 5 years that they want the truth kept from you. Like, I can't believe that some people still think the world, 4 years ago didn't change forever. Some people still, when I was in Australia in November, there's people still thinking this. So I don't know. And those that pushed an untested bioweapon, and the truth is out now. I can say that clearly. It's being recalled all over the place. Death rates are up. Again, the government showed their hand. What's happening with gas and taxes and everything in Australia as they rot your country as a company, just looking for profits. And let's have a look. I told you about change and how quick it would happen. 4 years ago, Pauline Hanson, bless her, she was 9%. She's now 23%. What are her stances? What have I been talking about? Fuck the Paris climate. What Australia does has no effect. You're shipping off all this gas and coal to countries that are turning it into carbon, so you put yourself at your own fucking detriment to appease other countries. So go, really. But thank Christ, Australia, you're waking up. You really are. You're a bit slow. We've always been slow to anger, but when we do get the truth, we're quick to change. And she'll take you out of the United Nations. Well, all that bullshit. Good, beautiful. She'll review all the tariffs, man. She'll fix the fucking borders. I think it's a beautiful step, and I think people will they're just watching what's going on now. That's so farcical. The disdain for the Australian population is unbelievable. But when they're a corporation, you understand. But you've got Donald Trump now telling people, this all ties into this being a game, and if it being a flat realm, it is a game. And the fact how quickly money's changed. Like when I was a kid, $1 million was enough to buy 300 houses. 300? 30 houses. So, but still, 30 grand bought you a lovely 3-bedroom house, Now that's to build, it's going to be 300, 400,000. I've got no idea, man. But the difference between 1,000,000 seconds, 1,000,000 seconds is 11 days, 1,000,000 seconds is 31 years. Think of if you do that in money, and then all of a sudden, Elon's about to be a trillionaire. Fucking bullshit. How? 1 trillion seconds is 31,000 years. Like it's the numbers just 300 trillion debt. It doesn't matter. See, it's all made up. To who? You can see it's a game, but the game has to play out, and you can see it shifting right before your eyes with You know, I talked about the seven kingdoms. You know, digital income, digital currency. It's coming. Your world is shifting because it's a computer game. It's flat, and the old system is broken. It's over. You know, if you there's things going on, and it'll really make sense to all of you by 2030 when this is over. But I just want you to ponder the simple fact and just do some research, because if we're not spinning, that means we're not the most technically advanced. You can now look around. Have a look at those buildings, those Tartarian buildings with laser architecture. We can't build it now. We used to have free electricity. That's what all the turrets are in all those Tartarian buildings. So we're not the greatest thing science ever got. Science proved they can be bought and paid for with the pandemic. You know, the Smithsonian hides so much that changes everything. You know, and it's scary, it did, because it means you have to change your identity, change your belief structure, change your modus operandi about being here. But when you do, you play it as a game. You risk more because it's a game. And when you die, you can go, awesome, can I have another turn? It's up to you. You are the actor, the producer, and it all comes here from your thoughts, words, beliefs. Your perceptions create your reality. It's as simple. Read my book. Read my book, thesourceway.com. I really. Yeah, just read the Celestine Prophecy. Read The Way of the Warrior. Change your thinking, change your life. And one of the great places to start is flat Earth. Because there is no flat earther that's become a glober. Every flat earther used to be a glober. And it doesn't matter either way. It doesn't change how you should interact with the humans you interact with every day. But if you just dismiss it, you've got a very closed mind. Closed system means you feel you're separate from everybody. That'll put you into disease. Your body will start to break down. Once you understand you're part of the whole works with you, through you. Peace.